Hey everyone, DCB here again. I just wanted to do a quick little video showing you how I making the McDonald's Playland Regulations sign. It's a little more complicated than just slapping a sticker on a piece of plastic. First thing I did was I got some metal cut from Send Cut Send. It's an online site where you just upload a file and a couple days they send you your product. Pretty inexpensive, pretty fast, pretty easy. So let's open it up, see how they look. I haven't seen them yet. A little nervous. I have troubles with letting other people do my stuff without seeing it, but so far I've had pretty good luck. All right. Get a little Sour Patch style sticker. Candy. And here they are, all individually sealed on this cardboard. Kind of fun, unique way to get it. There it is. Yeah, I like it. Nice, thick, solid piece of aluminum. That's gonna be great. Yeah. So that was from Send Cut Send. Perfect, love it. And then my last video I showed you these, but I'll do a little more close up. This is from Ninja, or who was it? Ninja Transfers. This is from Ninja Transfers. So these are DTF decals, which stands for direct to film. So what they do is they have this clear film that they print kind of in reverse right directly on the film. So then when you peel that off, the image is right on the film, and then you take that, put it on your item, and transfer it on. You get way more detail than if it's just a vinyl, a cut vinyl sticker. And then if I just did like a printed on vinyl, you wouldn't have the clear. So everything that's white would just be a white sticker, and that just kind of looks sort of cheap on something like this. So Ninja Transfers on that. Send Cut Send on these. I guess now would be a good time to mention how I got the artwork ready to get the transfers made. The first thing I had to do was find a clear high-resolution image of the original sign. I find that WorthPoint is an excellent source for referencing old eBay auctions and images that don't always show up on Google or wherever. There were several of these signs that had sold in the past, so I just found one that had the best high-resolution image. But the thing with this website is it's a little tricky to grab images from. So what I do is on Safari is go under the Develop tab and down to Show Page Source. And from there, it'll show me a link of every image used on that particular page. And then I just find the one I want and open it up in a new window. And then from there, I can save it. First thing I do once I have the image is bring it into Photoshop and straighten it out, because most photographs are taken at a weird angle, to prevent flash glare or whatever. So I use the perspective warp tool, and I use the text as a reference area that I can straighten it out with. And then once I got everything all straight, then I'll make an oval that is the dimension of the actual piece, which in this case is 40 inches by 29.5 inches. And then I'll bring that oval back into my original image and place that over the top. And that way I can stretch the image out so that I know everything is in the right perspective and proportions. Once I'm satisfied with that, I'll import the image into Adobe Illustrator. This is a pretty high resolution image, so I can do an auto trace on it. The two character graphics came up pretty good, but I did go in and meticulously clean up a lot of the lines afterwards just to make it a little nicer. The text always comes out a little funky in auto trace, so I ended up locating the original fonts and then I just retyped everything. The main body of text was just Helvetica Bold or Helvetica Black or something. And the McDonald's and Playland Regulations text was a font called Rangpur, Rangpur, Rangpur.
Rangva.
I had to do an identifont to figure that out, and I couldn't find a free version of it, so I ended up buying the font for $12. But it was worth the price just to have a nice clean version of it. Once I'm done with the artwork, I then go to ninjatransfers.com to upload the file. I did a 5-foot roll, which allowed me to get 64 images on there. And then once I submit the artwork, it was super easy and in my hands in like about a week. So great service, great quality. I can't recommend them enough. Ninja Transfers. I did the same basic thing for the metal blanks. I just took that same artwork and just got the outline around it, and then the 4 holes for the screws, and then I just submitted that to Send Cut Send, and that too was in my hands in about a week or so. So another great service, another great company, Send Cut Send and Ninja Transfers. One mistake I made when I ordered the sign was I had the 4 holes too small for the screws that I'm using. That was totally my fault. So I'm gonna have to go through each of them and drill them all out. So now that I got these all drilled, I have to prepare the surface so that paint will stick to it. Aluminum, there's different coatings on there from the factory, and then aluminum itself doesn't really hold paint very well unless you properly prepare it and use the right kind of paints. So I'm going to scuff it with this Scotch-Brite pad. I have an idea. I'm going to stick that on there, see if that works, but cut it in a circle first. So the next step is we have to prime these. I'll be using Rust-Oleum self-etching primer. So this says 2 to 3 coats with about 3 minutes between each coat. So let's do that. And then we're going to use this appliance epoxy enamel for appliances. It's a really durable, hard, glossy coat that should work pretty good. So let this dry 30 minutes and we'll come back to that. That looks pretty good. So it says this fully cured in 24 hours. Come back to it then. Right, so the enamel paint is dry now. So let's give this a go. It's pretty durable. Got my DTF decal here. So everything's on a clear backing. And you get one shot to put it on. You can't reposition it. There. And they give you these little squeegees with little soft fabric on it. Kind of rub it down. My main concern here is that when I pull the backing off, I want to make sure it doesn't pull the white paint off with it. That'll be bad. So I'm going to slowly pull that back. Yeah, that white paint seems to be holding good. There you go. Pretty good. It's got kind of like a raised texture to it, so it's like it's printed right on there, like the real sign. Perfect. Now I just got to make the two brass brackets in the back, and those will be good to go. All right, for the strips, I'm going to use this 1/4 inch by 0.9 brass strip. So I have this little cutter, miter cutoff saw, Microlux. I got this from Micromark. They're kind of a model miniature company. They make a lot of miniature tools. Great little company. It's a fun little saw. It cuts wood, aluminum, the softer metals. It's got this little clamp here to hold everything down. Hopefully this will cut easy. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, take it slow or else it might bind up like that. So after trying to cut the brass with that little cutoff thing and then with the Dremel, I sort of gave up on those ideas and started researching around for other options. And I came across this. It's got this really cool, really thin, flat blade. And then you just use the base of the vise to guide this along. I have it set all the way to 10. I tried different speeds, but 10 just seems to be the best. So check it out. Super fast. Great. That's it nice and square. Nice and fast. Perfect. At this point in the video, I'm at my drill press, drilling holes in all those brass pieces I just cut. But my B-roll camera wasn't working, so I didn't get any footage of that. So we'll just have to imagine me at a drill press. This is my tap tool. That just basically puts the threading in the holes. Got this little baby Allen wrench. which I'll include in everybody's order if they want to reposition these or whatever. They want to undo them and attach it to something else. Yeah, it looks really good. So you can loosen those up and then slide those over something, or I'm eventually going to do the fence, so I can take those off and kind of sandwich the sign between that. Anyway, there's the sign. The brackets went back. Metal. Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Darn, that's the end.
Thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel and follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Dustin Cropsboy. Also check out our TeePublic page for t-shirts you can buy to help support this channel, or just go to the website dcbvarietyhour.com for all the links.